Okay, so I'm gonna do 4 things. Here's the first one. Here's what's wrong with me. No. My bad. I'll start from the beginning. Designated location, but undisclosed. Why does it have to be undesignated? Like, just don't disclose. Anyway. California. Uh-oh. My condolences are incoming. Even if psychically, if comments weren't a thing, people would be like, damn, that sucks. I'm really sorry, dude. And I hate you for it too, so. My brain is in a get reminded of other things by thinking about distantly related things. Mood tonight. That's how cannabis. That's an acronym. Let's go, dude. My point is that I just wanted to recollect and reminisce for this bit. Then I changed my mind, then I changed it back. Single, only child. So not single. Single parent household, but like only child, right? Raised in middle of woods, middle class, California, USA, very pampered, very cushy in essence, but also isolated and in peaceful wilderness. Dogs as friends, dogs as pets, dogs as spiritual guides and mentors. I used to write stories about them, so it was my abstract introduction into the mythos realm. Those dogs were Plato for real. In truth, I was so bored. I just sent a bunch of flowers to my neighbor Steve. Type of energy. I would do anything to escape that boredom. Not so much because it sucked, because there were cooler things outside of it. I don't want to do things that sucked and that I thought I hated. That I thought sucked and that I hated. So they do. I thought it, and I didn't like them for it. That include homework. I did voracious and at times impressive mental things as a kid, but ultimately it didn't end up mattering. I was homeschooled also. None of this, by the way, was to make it sound like I was neglected in any regard. I'll tell you several of these things that were faded or my bad, or yeah, just those 2 things. But I was homeschooled and got 10%. I crunched the numbers once of the time socializing around other kids that you guys would, assuming that you are one of the public schoolers. And that included everything, all my recreational activities, because I only went to school once a week to check with the teacher, which was not very incentivizing. Didn't build too much of a relationship or expectation, and it just made me feel anxious. Having classes there was much better later on. I struggled with math, and then I didn't when I was just taught by a math teacher. So, my parents gave me full range of access to curiosity, as it was available at that time period in the world. So that was good. That's why I said I wasn't neglected. Not even really intellectually. I mean, like a professor might have been able to make something of me, but they'd only have recognized it or whatever. But I'm glad people don't call me smart anymore. I've done enough damage to avoid that label. People just saying it to me all the time. Conflicting me, making me feel weird. I'm over here with a learning disability, ADHD, and probably NVLD, but I got no idea, dude. I don't know why. I think because of a processing issue. But there's also present in AD. I'm using different technical terms. I guess like white matter tracts might be more liable to get messed up with me. And that's how NVLD supposedly works. I might just get paralyzed right now. That's crazy. Roblox you sound. Goodbye, chat. Death noises. Asterisk pounces on you, X3. No, I can't end on that. I cannot end on that, possibly. I don't care about pain anymore. There we go. I had OCD, but I had like ADHD though. And I was an introvert, so I'd say sometimes that was choice 90th percentile introvert. Let's go. But a very weird one. I'm like, it's impossible to psychiatrically treat me anymore. And I wasn't always mental, I was just complex as hell and messed up and kind of not really like the best. Like as in high quality or not. High quality type of best. And in some ways I was elite, and in many ways I was fucking incompetent and nincompoop. My point with that was whatever I just said, so I need to like rewatch it, and I don't want to do that. I guess I could. I think I was comfortable with what I got, but like that's still maybe other kids are over socialized. But I'd say later on in life, more things happen to me that cause damage to socialization than early on, unless I just didn't identify them. But they think they were great for a while there, for several strips of periods of time. Weird way to say that. Yeah. Anyway. I did this a lot of talking to recorders and writing is more structured. Sports, even just video gaming is more structured. Reading is, so I do a lot of those things to pour my mind into something or engulf multiple aspects of a overall larger topic. And not only in those two ways ever, just like in any way favored. So I was really living it up. I was also fatherless, which has certain psychological impacts. I think it just made me kind of a worse person. But those changes originate within the like I had plenty of options to not do that in a certain sense, because though it's not ideal, you could at least go, oh, here's an older dude that I respect and think is kind of cool. He's not my dad or even in my household whatsoever, but I could look at him and go, ah, what a guy. I guess it was Spider-Man or something for me, and for hella other people actually. But 2 fun facts for you. Alliteration is legal in 10 different states. Don't ever do it again. Sorry, I just had a stroke there for a second. My parents both being gay, and my mom being a virgin birth giver. I don't know how to say that, dude. Like, I just kind of arrived in a non-canon way. It's not canon to this. Anyway, my point with that is, I must have been flexing on God, going, hey, it doesn't even matter if this is canon or not. I'm about to enter the world and spawn. Like, no active perks. I sound like I'm off several active perks. Yeah, mama. My brain's terribly dead, and I'll explain why. But like, this isn't respecting anyone's attention span. None of it was meant to. None of it was meant to disrespect it either. Or like in the least, it's an honor if anyone listens. But it's kind of fascinating how all over the place it's all become so rapidly, just with the decline of the pain as well. It's very, very weird. 2 years ago, even 2 weeks ago, it was miserable, terrible existence. But I don't know. Also, schizophrenics will see me and go, that guy, that's the guy. Just on those purposes. God will go, don't you dare flex on me. And schizophrenics will be like, just flex, dude. It'll salvate us all. I was really into fictional worlds and stuff. I was like kind of high creativity and high anxiousness, so that also added to the weirdness. But other than that, I didn't really care too much. I just lived for real, like so much so that nothing ever really stood out in it for me to tell you, other than the other funny thing, which is good. I'm glad I got this. I won't get it in time. You know what? Nah, I won't speed up the video. I'll just trim out some silences, maybe. My three first friends were um I assume he was of African descent. I know it's not always actually from Africa directly, because of timelines and stuff. So that's interesting. It's not even a politically correct thing. I'm just like, wait, was he actually African, dude, or say really Mexican if you broke it down. Anyway, the other one was straight up a girl. Pretty simple. And the other one was, I think, gay, probably not bisexual, so also probably pretty simple. Does that make me the ultimate liberal? I don't know. I outscored Gandhi on a test. It doesn't really match my perspective on anything now, which is I hate all politics fervently, except the good ones. The ones that are actually good and trying to do good and are doing good, those ones are pretty chill. Like authoritarian communism run in the style of non-meritocratic, nepotistic dictatorship monarchy. Yeah, something cute in Uwu and Hello Kitty like that. That'd be cool. Utopia.